Welcome back, everybody, to Football Manager projects. And here on the screen in front of you, we have Abulfazl Falahian, our Iranian 16-year-old central defender who just so happens to be 1.99 meters tall, or probably about 6'6", if I am converting it right. Falahian has been in our under 18 side for a while now, and because we definitely need central defenders, he is about to get his first start of the season. And so welcome today to another very, very special edition of Football Manager Projects as we put out a team of very young players and hope for the best. We're playing the Seattle Sounders today. Seattle has a good team. Well, you know how we're doing. So it is. We kind of hope for the best here, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if Falahian can get his head on one, maybe on a corner or something like that, using that height of his. And now you're looking live at the scene from Rio Tinto Stadium in Salt Lake City, Utah, as we put Seattle Sounders to the test and give up the ball immediately at the start of the game, but no problem. We can deal with that. Let's see how our defense does as Seattle has a corner, and well, we didn't stop much of anything there, but fortunately the header was far wide of goal. We'll kind of move on. So far, so good. It's looking like a pretty good start for us here in the very early going. At least we have some XG. We've had a couple of corners. We have had shots on target, which is exactly what we want to see, as we slip down to 23rd place, which, as you know, is relegation territory. We need a result here. This is the beginning of what I would deem our December to remember, in which we have 8 games this December. Schubert with the excellent save on that corner. We have 8 games this December, which means that there's no place to run, no place to hide, and really no place to rest. Boy, Urshal just about had Carmona beating his man there, a little bit behind him. If we can do that again here, it'd be great. Here comes Rodriguez. He'll just run past everybody if he's given the chance. And that foul was in the box. That's got to be a penalty. That's got to be a penalty, ref. You got to give us the call here as we're dropping down the league charts. Boy, that was a penalty if I ever saw one. Let's see what the call comes back as. No penalty. You got to be kidding me. Not even a foul. They won't even give us a free kick. And what is this replay? Well, this is absolutely useless. Thank you, Football Manager, for a replay showing me absolutely nothing. All right, well, we keep it going from there. Really good clearance by Cruz over to Rodriguez to Carmona. Let's see if Carmona, he's not going to be able to beat his man here. Surely not. He pulls back to Urshal and then to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, I think, just didn't play that one right. Urshal, if we can get him playing well and passing right, then we're going to be very, very difficult to deal with offensively. That was tackled there with one of those old Football Manager things where you take the ball around your man and shoot it into the side of the net, and I guess you're hoping there's some sort of hole in the net or something to get the ball in. I'm not really sure what the theory is behind that. So far, so good. We'll see what we can do. The assistant manager is telling me that Urshal is already too tired to continue playing. And match fitness has really been a problem for us as that cross comes in. And there's Rodriguez with the header to put us up 1-0 and take us out of that relegation zone. I'm telling you, all we need is a few good results, a few good wins, and we can see ourselves going forward. Carmona to Cruz to Cardozo, who is showing why he should be starting every match that he can. Cardozo with that excellent cross, that excellent pass into the center, and there's simply no way that the Seattle defense is going to stop that. We'll kind of let these boys keep playing on until halftime and sort of see where we're at. That puts us up to 19th place. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of teams here at the bottom who are all sort of in that relegation danger zone. It's not a very well-balanced league. We have certain Mexican teams that are simply better than everybody else, and then we have a bunch of these other teams that kind of are hanging out near the bottom. Shahu with a shot, and we don't want to see Shahu doing that. I want to see him pass it there on the inside. I think that was Carmona there who was lurking. We want to pass it to Carmona, who's faster than everybody else and who's a much better shooter than Shahu. But unfortunately, the game doesn't give you the option to tell the guy exactly what he should be doing. Holm now, and Holm just gives the ball up. Holm, when he's good, will quarterback the offense and will run the ball up with everybody else. When he's bad, he'll do things like that. I don't know, does Tekel have some sort of like attribute that's like shoots the ball into side netting or something like that? Because it's the second time that he's done that so far, and he's looked really, really silly doing this. Look at this. He's past the defense. He's past everybody. And what does he do? He just takes it a little bit too far and hits absolutely nothing with that shot. I don't know what kind of angle it is that he's looking for, but it looks really silly and ridiculous. We've made it to halftime, up 1-0. The crowd is going wild. And we're hoping that we can get that win. So we pump the fists. We remind the players that despite the fact that we're underdogs, that we do have the ability to play. Urshal is completely broken. Boy, now we have a question. Do we put Pinterin or Paredes? Paredes is not a great player, but he's the least match fit, so let's put him on. Falahian is looking nervous, but he's playing well, maybe I should have a quick talk with him. Let's see what we can do. No pressure on you. Go out there and have some fun, kid. Just be tall. All we need is a player who's tall, who can stand up, get in the way of the shot, and then when we have a corner, get in there and give us some corner action. A real tacky foul, I think, there on Lundqvist. You don't give us the penalty, but you give them that foul, huh? It's one of those matches. I see how this works. I see that the ref knows what side his bread is buttered on. And here we go with one of those corners. Now let's see if we can get some magic happening. Cruz with the corner, and that just simply wasn't a good corner. We don't have very many good corner takers. We have the players on individual training regimes to try to fix that. Holm with the cross that goes nowhere. And then my game freezes and glitches out. Oliveira now with the ball brings it up. And there's Cardozo again, the Rodriguez to Carmona, back to Rodriguez and Paredes. And boy, he had the angle, just didn't have the shot off. I wonder if Urshal, if he were actually match fit, I wonder if he would have been able to score that one. Paredes now with the corner over to Lundqvist, of all people, and it goes wide, unfortunately. You may recognize, and we're going to go ahead and skip through this, you may recognize this corner routine. What happened is I watched that recent Lelujo video on putting together corner routines that actually work. Not for this version of Football Manager. He's talking about FM23, but I figured it might be worth a try. We'll just take a bunch of tall players and sort of stick them in the middle and see what happens. And of course, if we want that to work, we have to have the tallest player to stand up there in the middle, which is why we have our Iranian young player out there and why we expect so many good things of him. All it takes is one, but of course all it takes is one here to tie it, and Tekel didn't put that into the side netting, I guess, but he sure didn't do much with it. Oliveira there with the clearance, and here comes Rodriguez, and Rodriguez has one man beat, and if he passes, well, I was going to say if he passes it up a little bit forward to Carmona, we could probably beat the rest of the defense, but he decided to be a hero and take it in himself, as you can see here. We need a little bit more team play on this one, guys, but it's all right. We're young and we're learning. Now at this point, before we watch the next highlight, we're going to look into making some changes. Cruz has been playing probably a little bit more than he should. This is a risk. I'm going to put Antunes out there, another one of our young players, and then I'm going to keep Holm on for the time being. We're probably going to rest him in the next match. But I don't think I can afford to take him off when victory for us at this point is so important. And you got to be kidding me with that foul call on Cruz. There's simply no way. They didn't give us the penalty when it happened on the same end of the pitch, and they're going to give Seattle the penalty here. Just watch. Oh, no penalty. Guess the ref wanted to swallow his whistle. Absolutely ridiculous, though, the way that these refs are in this game. We'll keep running with these players. I know that Carmona has not been having the best of games, but I really want him out there. I want him to play up to his potential as much as possible. We need to give these young players some more game time. They have the potential. They just need the experience. Shahu with the ball and the insane shot from range. I'm not quite sure what he was seeing there. This is not the first time that he's taken a completely reckless shot when it wasn't called for, and that's an amazing, amazing save by Schubert to get that ball out of the danger area. Now, my question for you is, why doesn't Football Manager show me a replay on that one? That's the sort of shot I would really kind of like to see again because it was a exciting and critical part of the game. Lundqvist with that little foul tackle. And here comes Carmona with the ball in space. Carmona, pass it, baby. Pass it to Rodriguez. Well, he missed his man. Paredes tries to make in the cross, and that doesn't happen. If he has a little bit more vision, if he can just sort of see what's happening there, we would have a goal for sure because we had the defense beaten. There's Rahal coming on the other side, and just take the ball off of him, kick him. Well, that doesn't happen, and instead it's a good save by Schubert. We're still having some struggles. We're still having some problems defensively, as you can see. Lundqvist with a great clearance. We're playing well, though, and we're holding on, and keep on holding on, boys. I worry a lot about what may be the inevitable equalizer coming for Seattle, but it hasn't happened yet, and so we're not going to worry about something we don't have to worry about quite yet. And on the match goes. We could really use a final whistle here anytime soon. I know we have about 5 more minutes left in this match, but boy, oh boy, this is one of those that really makes you nervous, especially when you know that your virtual job is potentially on the line. If we don't start getting results soon, I may have some major employment problems, and here they come again. Oh, that was a very, very good I'm not sure which player that was, but it was a very, very good response to being beaten by your man. Antunes now with the pass into Shohu, who just completely misses it. Shohu is good. He's got good attributes. What was that? Cardozo with that shot, and that was excellent. The corner, though, unfortunately, is not a highlight for us to see. Shohu now, and I guess they don't call that foul against the foul on Rodriguez, which I thought was pretty obvious. I don't know, the refereeing in this particular match has been really, I think, all over the place. Here comes Antunes with the corner now, and there was Falahian, but he just can't get his head onto it. He's got good heading ratings, though, as you would expect for somebody who's 6'6". I'm telling you, a 6'6" player, the Utah Jazz are probably looking for somebody who can play maybe in a small forward role. You wonder if they're not going to come counting if we don't, if they're going to come knocking if we don't give Falahian the game time that he deserves. Okay, we need a whistle here soon. Shohu with the clearance, Shohu with the stop, and then Oliveira with the clearance. It was an excellent pass forward. It just didn't hit the player that we wanted to, and there was another good clearance, and that is it. That's the final whistle. A 1-0 victory for us. Finally, we have done it. We have shown to you that we can score points. Poor match from Carmona, but we were able to do it. We're back up in 21st place, baby. This is the start of something good. I'm telling you, it's a December to remember. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a comment below, like, and remember to subscribe. And you might as well come on over to our blog. I have a link down below to the blog and to the blog post for this game. You may want to come over and see what else we have to say and see some of the post-match analysis. And we'll see you tomorrow.